Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play You Don't Know Jack Mach 2. The final episode of You Don't Know Jack Mach 2, if the box is to be believed.
If you think you are familiar with proper gameplay, superb. The game will begin.
I'm pretty sure this is episode 50. If not, well, this will be episode 50.
Toilet joke. $1,000 at stake on this one. Well, the toilet humor episode. One of my favorites, and I'm sure you're all excited. But let's see, shall we? Let's start out nice and easy. What do the toilet bowl say to the toilet tank? Thanks for rinsing me out. I think about you for showers and showers. Your ball cocks up, I feel you draining. Or, you're full of crap.
Yeah, I think...
No, when the tank is draining, the ball cock goes down. Look, you can't fake plumbing expertise, okay? So don't even try, you fraud. Here's the one you didn't pick. The toilet tank contains the water that rinses the bowl on each flush. People who don't know that get hit with the plumber's favorite toilet joke. $90 for 5 minutes of work. Now that's funny. Next, photographers, with me on the John, get my good side. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, remember that ad for Candy's shoes? The one with Jenny McCarthy sitting on the toilet? Yeah, not a very shy gal, that Jenny McCarthy, huh? Anyway, tell me this. Considering your famous Rolling Stone cover, what's most likely in Jenny McCarthy's colon? A bunch of carrots, a hot dog with mustard, a baked banana, or a pickle with chocolate syrup?
I don't know.
Rolling Stone featured Miss McCarthy squirting mustard on a hot dog, crowning her the girl with the most mustard. Boy, isn't it really lame to have to resort to toilet humor to make a joke? I'll tell you, hey, who left this fudge on my desk? Gee, thanks, guys. Oh my God! No!
Not really sure why he's screaming, and I don't want to know. I'm remaining willfully
How does
ignorant.
$2,000 sound? Eyes forward, we're going. Suppose your 2,000 flushes does what we feared computer applications would do in the year 2000. What will happen when your toilet reaches its 2,000 flush? It won't flush number 1999. It will flush backwards to 0. It will think it's only flush number 1900. Or it will flush twice as fast as it should.
Yeah.
The crisis of Y2K. Yep, we all freaked out because lots of computer programs were made to read 00 as 1900 instead of 2000. So, I guess that means I'd get an extra 99 or so flushes to use, huh? It's a good thing, too, because with this new burrito place around the corner, my trips to the bathroom are double, hell, sometimes triple flushers.
Well, you know.
Hey, how about that?
For the love of fast food.
Okie doke, here's yeah, okay, you're down with it already, huh? You're cool with this question?
And
yeah,
the
whatever.
cat is
The category
being
for
rowdy.
your when did happen is my rectum, 'tis of thee. Okay, nobody can say we're not free with the farts around here, but it wasn't always that easy. For example, maybe you remember this horrific event from 1974 when OPEC made oil crazy expensive. The United States suffers through dramatic gas shortage. All right, tell me if this happened before the U.S. gas crisis, after the crisis, or did it never happen at all?
Craft's been around a while, hasn't it? The gaseous clay? No. Probably after. Nope, they were around before then, huh? Ah, I thought it was going back, dang it. Don't think that ever happened. That's... Mr. Bubble's been around a while.
That's it. Let's see what we've done. Nice job, my friend. Let's see how that affects the big picture. All right, then. Let's get back to the game.
I have no idea what the cat's doing, but it's making a lot of noise.
The category is I go faster with splinters in my butt. $2,000
Bench
for the
warmer?
correct answer. Hey, have you seen these wooden toilet seats? They feel kind of weird and give you splinters. Considering the sport John Wooden was known for, in what place should they honor his memory by installing Wooden Johns? A professional football stadium, an Olympic swimming pool, a horse racing track, or a college basketball
Yeah,
arena?
John Wooden was kind of a legendary coach from UCLA, I believe.
John Wooden was a legendary coach of the UCLA basketball program. And
You called him
won the
legendary, too.
NCAA championship 7 years in a row. Hey, you think an honorary outhouse is bad? You should have seen what they handed out at the final performance of figure skater Dick Buttons.
Well,
6.
This category is when the mafia blows up your toilet. I'm gonna give away
Ew.
$3,000 this time. Okay, free your mind. Considering the events in the film The Godfather, what would be most appropriate to ask Godfather to be Michael Corleone when he comes out of the bathroom? Find your pistol okay? How's the old phone? Did you drain your pipe, or were you able to handle your hose?
I don't remember.
So you don't lose any sleep over it. In the movie The Godfather, young Michael Corleone gets a gun that's hidden behind a toilet tank in a restaurant, and then he uses it on the head waiter. Hey, that's what they get for running out of toilet paper.
Well, if you had to use the gun for toilet paper, you'd be cranky too.
The category's gonna be, corn. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Pencils ready, let's do it. What gasoline additive could you make from the corn in your poop? Ammonia, tetramethyl lead, ethanol, or propane?
Ethanol's been kind of big. Well, it was for a while. I don't know how big it is anymore.
Ethanol is a gasoline additive made from corn. Fuel from corn in your poop. Heck, why don't we all just go grazing in the Midwest for a while, and then we don't have to worry about OPEC jacking up the price on fuel anymore.
Or we could actually do smart things with our energy
Now,
and
Colin,
never
this
have to
one,
worry about it again.
I love this urinal. And this one's going to be worth $2,000. And now, your question. If hockey rules also applied to conduct in the men's room, what could you not do with a urinal puck? Shoot it in the air, kick it, hit it with your stick, or close your fist around it.
Don't think you're allowed to kick them.
In hockey, you can knock the puck down with your hand, but you can't clench it in your fist. Now, goalies can grab it for a little while, but even they gotta let go of it real quick. Hey, but don't fret. Fortunately, this is just a made-up scenario. Legally, we can still hold urinal pucks nice and tight for as long as we want.
You do that.
9.
This one's called, What an Unusually Fragrant Commode You Have. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Forward
That might be a really
march.
bad thing.
If you wanted the toilet water in your bathroom to have the same fragrance concentration as the perfume called toilet water, with what should you fill the bowl? 7% fragrant spit, 17% fragrant urine, 25% fragrant feces, or 72% fragrant vomit?
Fragrance concentration? Not even a clue, really.
Does this ring a bell? Toilet water has a 15 to 18% concentration of fragrance. Makes you wonder what kind of moron came up with the idea of calling perfume toilet water. Hey everyone, I got an idea. Let's name it after a bowl full of pee. Hey, look at me. I'm a marketing genius. How about crap water or whiz juice? Poo drippings?
You could probably sell that
All right,
last
sit
one.
up straight. It's time for a coinky-dink. Listen up, this is how we're going to work this one. I'm going to give you a set of... All right, okay, no need to get your controller all in a tizzy. Let's go. Your coinky-dink goes by the name Let Her Rip. Okay, hold on to something, because
Ew.
we're doing it. Prostitution light and commie color. Where do these items intersect?
Ed?
Punch to the back and painful stone.
Kidney? Types of bean?
Horse and exploding Ford car.
Pinto? Exploding Ford horse.
Ozzy
not?
Sabbath and Russia's Sea.
Black. Come on.
Army's Berets and Cato's Hornet.
The green. The Bruce Lee. The Bruce Lee beret. I'd be terrified.
Shade of blue
I'd
and
be
military
legitimately
branch.
terrified of that. And this is Navy. The Bruce Lee berets. Ooh,
Skippy Bikini, PD, and novelty item Silly Blank.
string. Ing, ing, ing.
All right, time for the bonus fun. What do all of the correct answers have in common? Are they all Party Onomatopoeia? Types of beans? You nailed it! It's musical fruit to my ears. You got them all.
would
Now see if you
explain
can get
the
that
letter
bonus.
rip.
Hey, player one, you got the bonus too. I'd pat you on the back, but I don't want to catch anything. Let's move on.
Neither do I. So don't. Ever.
11.
Coming at you, those unsanitary Roman emperors. I'm gonna make this one $1,000. See what you can do with this one. Considering his actions in the Bible, which bathroom reminder would Pontius Pilate not need? Close the door, lift the seat, give it a shake, or wash your hands.
Yeah, I believe he washed his hands of the whole ordeal, didn't he?
When he condemned Jesus to crucifixion, Pontius Pilate literally washed his hands in front of the mob. Actually, the Gospels vary a bit on this one. You see, in Matthew, he washes his hands, but in John, he shaves his face. And of course, in Luke, he flosses and rinses with
12.
Up next, me like to break wind. Get this one right, you get
Ew.
$1,000. Okay, so maybe your parents frown on bathroom sounds. Hey, that's how parents are. But if you have a gift, for God's sakes, go for it. Say you have a wonderfully clear, resonant fart. If the three tenors invite you to join them in concert, who will not smell your vibrato? Placido Domingo, Luigi Pirandello, Luciano Pavarotti, or Jose Carreras?
I think Pirandello is not a three tenor.
Luigi Pirandello is a famous writer. The three tenors are Domingo, Pavarotti, and Carreras. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my own three tenors. Here's a little something I call hold your nose and bear it. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Okay, I think it's been pretty well established what the proverbial bear does in the proverbial woods, right? Okay then. If that proverbial bear were to on your woods, what would have the heady funk of bear? Your golf clubs, your pool cues, your badminton rackets, or your swim trunks.
Yeah, some of the golf clubs are called woods.
As any golfer could tell you, you got your irons and you've got your woods. But I say, if you're that far in the rough that a bear is shitting all over your golf clubs, it, drop another ball.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable,
The
actually.
category is butt jokes throughout history. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, so you say you're a little constipated, and nothing the doctor gives you seems to be unplugging you. Because he was able to solve the riddle of the Sphinx, who might be able to solve the riddle of your sphincter? Agamemnon, Sophocles, Prometheus, or Oedipus?
Who did that?
No, but that does raise the very interesting question of whether Greek patriarchs in the woods.
Probably.
Okay, now, here's a good answer. As a young man, Oedipus solved the legendary riddle of the Sphinx. And he'll probably solve your riddle with a bran muffin and an extra tall glass of Metamucil.
As long as I'm not his father.
Well, someone's been attacked before. Let's see how much you've learned. Here's your clue.
Nothing.
Different kinds of BMs. You mean there are other BMs besides slow and painful? Don't forget to flush.
Sings Mandy. shots of Bloody Mary. Big New England race, Boston Marathon. Goes well with last episode. Star of Stripes? No, Bill Murray. Adam Sandler flick. That'd be Billy Madison. Black Monday. I was alive for that, you know. Fancy dress designer. Bob Mackey, probably.
Job, my friend. You're like
Oh well.
a maniac. Let's take a look at your final score. That's it. Well, you did great, but then again, how hard can it be to win against yourself? Find some competition, and then you'll see.
And I never did. So, that was likely the last episode of You Don't Know Jack Mach 2. Thanks for joining me on this little ride. 50 episodes worth of You Don't Know Jack down.
GMFC introduces the
So,
Giganto, the
I-
ultimate sports utility vehicle.
Man, this
Well,
is
it won't
one
be back
smooth
with
ride.
this
I can
next
drive
time,
over potholes, railroad
but
tracks, foreign compact cars.
I will
homeless
leave
people
you guys
sleeping on
with the
street,
commercials.
And I don't even feel a
And in this
thing.
case,
Not
I
even
will leave you
remorse.
with
The new
all the
GMFC
commercials.
Giganto makes defensive
Well,
driving
quite a few
thing
of them
the
anyway.
past.
I used to be more cautious
I will pretty
when I
much
took
let
my
it go
kids to
until it
soccer
goes
practice.
silent
But since
or
I drive
whatever.
the GMFC Giganto,
So anyway, take
I'm
care,
not so
folks.
worried about paying
I will
attention
see
when
you
I
all
drive.
back
I can
later
put on
for
my lipstick,
something
call the
else.
girls in my book club, catch a nap.
Safety of Giganto drivers is GMFC's #1 concern.
This car is safe for me and my family. I mean, it's one giant mother freaking car.
With the added height of the GMFC Giganto, it's almost impossible to see the car surrounding you. Kind of makes you feel like you're the only one on the road, you know?
Think you can't afford to drive the GMFC Giganto? You can't afford not to. It's one giant mother freaking car.
Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Mars.
Hey, keep it down. I'm watching a game over here.
Women, dude. You can't live with them. You can't have sex without them.
Knees.
They bend.
You gotta love knees.
I have 2 of them.
And so should you. Brought to you by the Knee Council. Psst, hey, listen to this. It's a recording from the planet Venus.
Oh my god, I'm having hot flashes again.
Do these pants make my butt look big? Let's go shopping.
Are you tired of Italian waiters always pushing the veal?
I'll take the spaghetti. You should try the veal pazan.
Spaghetti.
Veal.
Spaghetti!
Veal!
Well, worry no longer. Thanks to the new book, 1001 Excuses Not to Order the Veal. This handy restaurant companion lists over 1,000 excuses to use when you don't want to order veal. Just listen.
I can't eat veal because I'm from Scandinavia.
I'd order the veal, but it causes my limbs to fall off.
Or come dressed as a calf and try the excuse.
How dare you? I'm not a cannibal.
So order 1001 Excuses Not to Order the Veal and have a pleasant veal-free meal the next time you dine out.
Mom, Billy's wearing my panties again.
Honey, what did you do to this coffee?
I don't hate Dad. I just hate you.
Well, that's not how I dart a sock.
Oh, I can't take it anymore.
Sure you can. All it takes is this little turquoise pill, Mother's Little Helper.
Ah, Mother's little helper.
Ah, the dog's humping the cat again.
That's nice, darling.
Mother's Little Helper may cause severe cramps, loss of appetite, random nosebleeds, upper thigh acne, anal weeping, electric fields of up to 12 volts, ingrown toenails, pubic hair discoloration, withering of the kidneys, tennis elbow, varicose veins, disintegration of the heart, fallen arches, premature ejaculation, night blindness, liver implosion, epileptic fits, and scurvy in over 24% of users.
Hi, I'm Steel Dakota, president of the National Gun Association, and I'm here to tell you about yet another reason why you need to protect your right to bear arms. Consider this all too familiar scenario.
Come here, Fluffy. Yeah, nice kitty. You're a good kitty cat. Hey, wait, Fluffy, where'd you get that AK-47? Huh? Hey, don't be crazy. Hey, put that down. Wait.
Whether it's a dangerous home invader or a heavily armed house cat, America, protect your rights and protect yourself.
Mr. Johnson's magic powder will make you invisible.
Me?
Yes, you.
Really? How?
Just add water and drink. Try it.
Okay.
All right, look in the mirror.
It, doesn't seem to be working.
Ah, but close your eyes now.
Oh my God, it's a miracle! I can't see myself! This stuff really works!
Mr. Johnson's magic powder. This stuff really works.
Who is that? Where's that voice coming from? A little help here?
He was a general who would become a slave who would become a gladiator who would become a performance artist.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to do some of my art for you. I have things from inside that I would like the rest of the world to sort of understand. Wait, whoa, what? No, lions, no lions. I was not anticipating lions in my piece.
Prepare yourself for Gladiator, the artist. This time, his pain is on the inside.
Carling was a modern-day prodigy, adding flavor to a bland world.
Derek was able to hear a song just once and then hum it all day. You wouldn't even realize he was doing it. It was like he brought this invisible happiness to our home.
I don't like any kind of music. Classical, rock, jazz, you name it, I don't like it. But Derek, somehow he made it all sound pleasant.
In a background music industry that demanded ubiquitous instrumental medleys, Derek Carling found success immediately.
Derek was a genius. I mean, no one can make shoppers shop longer or workers work harder.
At his height, you couldn't go anywhere without subconsciously hearing Derek's stuff.
Oh, he had groupies. Until
Derek's ego drove him into a nightmarish descent filled with booze and drugs.
He went from audio architect to audio autocrat in about the blink of an eye. He crashed and burned good.
Tonight, Derek Carling's 15 minutes of inharmonious infamy on Behind the Muzak.
I remember when Karen had just given birth to Emily. She was our third baby in 4 years, and I knew the responsibility was going to be immense. That's when I decided to visit National American Bank and Trust. I had problems, and they offered solutions. You see, my friend Larry works there as a janitor, and he loaned me $50 so I could buy a one-way bus ticket to Daytona and get a fake driver's license. Suddenly, my responsibilities vanished, and I was able to go back to visiting strip clubs. Thanks, National American.
Hi, I'm Patrick L. Bender, children's attorney at law. Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, Jean wouldn't trade her bologna for my tuna, so I stood her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick L. Bender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
Who likes ice cream?
I do!
Well, that's right, Bobby. And who likes ponies?
I do.
You betcha, Susie. And what about roller coasters?
I do.
You got it, Tommy. And how about pornography?
That's my favorite!
Right on, Grandpa. I think we all know where we're going.
Awesome! Excellent! Pornography!
You really want fun for the whole family? Then come on down to Uncle Jack's amusement park, betting zoo, ice cream parlor, rifle range, and porn emporium. We know what families like.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm lonely. Are you? Call me. 1-800-HOT-BOTS. Let's go out.
I was up for a night of hot woman on robot action. Well, I got what I wanted. Plus, at the end of the night, my robotic escort really put out.
Give me a call. 1-800-HOT-BOTS. I'm waiting by the phone. Plus, at the end of the night, I really put out.
At WTEU, we're keeping Last Tuesday alive.
Hey, remember Last Tuesday? Doesn't seem that long ago, does it? Those crazy clothes? What were we thinking when we wore that? And the ridiculous hairstyles. I hope those never come back. Well, tune in to WTEU to enjoy the sweet sounds of that magical time. Last Tuesday, we listened to songs that really meant something by artists like Kid Rock, Britney Spears, and NSYNC. Sure, come Thursday and Friday, we really were kicking ourselves for ever listening to music like that. But now, we can look back and admit we loved them. So join us, won't you?
WTEU, all Last Tuesday, all the time.
He's America's #1 zombie recording artist. He's inspired millions with his words and his voice. And now, available for the first time on compact disc, you can get all of Zombie Lou's greatest hits, including the heartfelt My Brain Done Left Me, Rainy Day Romance, and the unforgettable classic Rain for the Holidays. You and your loved one will want to listen to this CD again and again as Zombie Lou sings his way into your hearts. Copies are limited, so order now.
Just send $15.95 to the gravestone underneath the old oak tree, St. Peter's Cemetery, New York, New York.
You can put on weight and make it stay on.
I gained 50 pounds in 2 weeks.
I feel large and in charge.
Watch out, people. Here I come. Chubba Bubba All Lard and Gravy Sports Drink is the easiest, most delicious way to put on those pounds.
I enjoy a cold Chubba Bubba in the morning, one in the late morning, one at noon, one at 2 o'clock or so, one at dinner, one at the late evening.
It's that easy. Chug it down, America.
Chug, 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 chug. Chubba Bubba All Lard and Gravy Sports Drink.
Do you like steak?
Mm-hmm.
Do you fancy yourself a conquistador?
See.
Then come on down to Uncharted Steaks, the restaurant for today's modern explorer. We take only the finest steaks and hide them in the restaurant. It's your job to find these steaks and claim them in the name of taste. But beware, many dangers await you on your mission. I took a blow dart in the neck, but it was worth it for that juicy steak.
An ornery king beheaded my husband, but hey, what a steak.
My daughter was eaten by a lion. I gotta tell you, that was a great steak.
So come on down to Uncharted Steaks and claim some steak in El Nombre de Gusto.
Here at Wackeson and Snurm, we're working for you. We understand that service is what creates customer loyalty, and we're willing to stand on our heads to keep you coming back. In fact, we'll stand on our heads, then do cartwheels. We'll juggle. We'll ride unicycles. We'll ride unicycles while twirling plates on the ends of sticks. Anything to show you that you're number one. We'll wear funny hats. We'll cover ourselves in your choice of delicious ice cream toppings and light our hair on fire. We'll hire you a band. We'll repaint your house. We'll introduce you to Mr. Robert De Niro. We'll have attractive young people of your sexual preference hand feed you grapes and fan you.
Wackeson and Snurm, totally committed to serving you.
Mr. Johnson's time travel elixir can take you to the future.
Me?
Yes, you.
Really? How?
Just add water and drink. Try it.
Okay. It, doesn't seem to be working.
Ah, but just wait a moment. Okay, now look at the clock.
Oh my God! It's a miracle! I'm living 2 seconds in the future! This stuff really works!
Mr. Johnson's time travel elixir. This stuff really works.
Wait! How will I survive here in this crazy future? With my simple old-fashioned ways, I'll be killed!
Hello? Mr. Smith?
Yeah?
About that kidney transplant you're waiting for.
Uh-huh.
Now you can charge it because I've got a pre-approved credit card with your name on it.
Boy, that would be great. Sign me up. Cold calling can be hard, but the Telemarket 2000 makes it easy. Simply type in a name, and the Telemarket prints out personal information about the people you're calling.
Hello?
Mrs. Johnson?
Yes?
I know you're going through a painful divorce.
Who is this?
And nothing can take your mind off a lousy cheating husband like some beautiful aluminum siding.
Really? Do you think so? Oh, go ahead. Do the whole house.
The Telemarket 2000. Let us help you get your foot in the door before it's slammed in your face.
This week on The Bachelor Chefs, the theme is macaroni and cheese.
Ah, I see the Bachelor Chef is preparing his macaroni and cheese using a zesty white cheddar mix.
Yes, and what's this? He only uses half the recommended amount of milk?
Fascinating.
The challenger is seasoning his macaroni and cheese with pepper and a dash of leftover Tabasco sauce.
The smell is extraordinary.
Who will win this battle?
The Bachelor Chef's macaroni and cheese did not boil too long. It is not mushy.
The dish is creamy, but not too rich, or a buttery goop.
The Challenger's macaroni and cheese, it is a bit runny, perhaps too much milk.
Yes, he should have allowed it to sit for a few minutes.
Next time on The Bachelor Chefs.
Everybody in assless chaps.
And now, once again, the St. Joseph's Historically Inaccurate Boys Choir.
Abraham Lincoln was a president, and a short president was he. He was only 33 inches tall and wore acid wash dungarees. Oh, he ate a lot of butter, which made him fat, so he tried to get really lean. He practiced for weeks doing the triple Lutz and joined the U.S. figure skating team.
Everybody in gorilla costumes.
Fingers.
I love them.
They're great.
I use mine every day.
And so should you.
Fingers!
Brought to you by the Finger People.
Everybody in clown shoes.
And now, the St. Joseph's Historically Inaccurate Boys Choir.
Oh, Genghis Khan was a merry old man, and a very hairy man was he. He invaded Alaska from the north and taught penguins how to speak Chinese. Oh, after the battle he was quite hungry, so he went to a KFC, where he ordered coleslaw, mashed potatoes, and chicken de rotisserie.
Want to get away? Come stay at the beautiful Sam Benton Bed and Breakfast. Sam Benton is miles and miles away from civilization. Each room is equipped with a bunk-style bed and a private urinal. Continental bread and water breakfast is offered until 6:30 a.m. Enjoy recreational sports in the yard, or make new friends in the popular rec room.
You're purty.
And forget doing laundry, because each guest receives a complimentary orange jumpsuit. At Sam Benton, we'll take you away for the trip of a lifetime. Welcome to VH1's Behind the Song. This week, Black Sabbath.
All right, Iron Man intro auditions, take one.
All right, just go ahead whenever you're ready.
I am Iron Man.
Again, please?
I am Iron Man.
Okay, thanks. Next.
Hi, I'm Iron Man.
All right, thanks. Next.
I am Iron Man.
Next.
I am Iron Man.
Thank you.
I'm Iron Man. Yeah, that's it. Iron Man.
We'll call you.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, my name is Iron.
Next.
Hi, Wait.
Next.
Hello.
And so it went to the wee hours of the evening.
That's it, man. We're out of people.
I don't know. Maybe we should go instrumental on the beginning. Excuse me. I'm from the cleaners. I've got your ironing, man.
Wait a minute.
Tune in next week for another episode of VH1's Behind the Song.
No spanking the monkey during the season, Squirt!
How many times did I hear that? Hi, I'm Hawks quarterback Rusty Grew, and I'd like to tell you doing it with yourself is okay. It's easy, fun, and you don't need any special shoes. It's the best thing I know for the pregame jitters. Cool and in control, Rusty Grew throws for over 400 yards! Treat yourself right. Masturbate before practices and games, and you'll be a winner too.
Welcome to VH1's Behind the Song. This week, Leonard Skinner.
Sure, the Freebird we all know now is like 15 minutes long, but when we started out, that song was like, what, a minute and a half? But the fans, man, they just wanted more and more.
So I told my boss, if you ask me to work on Saturday one more time...
One more time? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was playing this video game and I reached the bonus level, so I one more time!
All right, one more time.
What's your name?
One more time.
What?
One more time!
All right, you got it.
It was the weirdest fork. It had like one more time than regular forks.
Woohoo!
Tune in next week for another episode of VH1's Behind the Song.
GMFC introduces the Giganto, the ultimate sports utility vehicle.
Man, this is one smooth ride. I can drive over potholes, railroad tracks, foreign compact cars, homeless people sleeping on the street, and I don't even feel a thing. Not even remorse.
The new GMFC Giganto makes defensive driving a thing of the past.
I used to be more cautious when I took my kids to soccer practice, but since I drive the GMFC Giganto, I'm not so worried about paying attention when I drive. I can put on my lipstick, call the girls in my book club, catch a nap.
Safety of Giganto drivers is GMFC's #1 concern.
This car is safe for me and my family. I mean, it's one giant mother freaking car.
With the added height of the GMFC Giganto, it's almost impossible to see the car surrounding you. Kind of makes you feel like you're the only one on the road, you know?
Think you can't afford to drive the GMFC Giganto? You can't afford not to. It's one giant mother freaking car.
Hey, who likes ice cream?
I do!
Well, that's right, Bobby. And who likes ponies?
I do.
You betcha, Susie. And what about roller coasters?
I do.
You got it, Tommy. And how about pornography?
That's my favorite!
Right on, Grandpa. I think we all know where we're going.
Excellent! Pornography!
You really want fun for the whole family? Then come on down to Uncle Jack's amusement park, petting zoo, ice cream parlor, rifle range, and porn emporium. We know what families like.
He's America's #1 zombie recording artist. He's inspired millions with his words and his voice. And now, available for the first time on compact disc, you can get all of Zombie Lou's greatest hits, including the heartfelt My Brain Done Left Me. Rainy Day Romance, and the unforgettable classic Rain for the Holidays. You and your loved one will want to listen to this CD again and again as Zombie Lou sings his way into your hearts. Copies are limited, so order now.
Just send $15.95 to the gravestone underneath the old oak tree, St. Peter's Cemetery, New York, New York.
I remember when Karen had just given birth to Emily. She was our third baby in 4 years, and I knew the responsibility was going to be immense. That's when I decided to visit National American Bank and Trust. I had problems, and they offered solutions. You see, my friend Larry works there as a janitor, and he loaned me $50 so I could buy a one-way bus ticket to Daytona and get a fake driver's license. Suddenly, my responsibilities vanished, and I was able to go back to visiting strip clubs. Thanks, National American.
Derek Carling was a modern-day prodigy, adding flavor to a bland world.
Derek was able to hear a song just once and then hum it all day. You wouldn't even realize he was doing it. It was like he brought this invisible happiness to our home.
I don't like any kind of music. Classical, rock, jazz, you name it, I don't like it. But Derek, somehow he made it all sound pleasant.
In a background music industry that demanded ubiquitous instrumental medleys, Derek Carling found success immediately.
Derek was a genius. I mean, no one can make shoppers shop longer or workers work harder.
At his height, you couldn't go anywhere without subconsciously hearing Derek's stuff.
Oh, he had groupies. Until
Derek's ego drove him into a nightmarish descent filled with booze and drugs.
He went from audio architect to audio autocrat in about the blink of an eye. He crashed and burned good.
Tonight, Derek Carling's 15 minutes of inharmonious infamy on Behind the Muzak.
Welcome to VH1's Behind the Song. This week, Leonard Skinner.
Sure, the Freebird we all know now is like 15 minutes long, but when we started out, that song was like, what, a minute and a half? But the fans, man, they just wanted more and more.
So I told my boss, if you ask me to work on Saturday one more time...
One more time? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was playing this video game and I reached the bonus level, so I one more time!
All right, one more time!
What's your name?
One more time.
What?
One more time!
All right, you got it!
It was the weirdest fork. It had like one more time than regular forks.
Woohoo!
Tune in next week for another episode of VH1's Behind the Song.
Well, I definitely heard a few repeats there. And if you think for 1 second that I was going to let the final episode of You Don't Know Jack go without one final parting shot, then indeed, you don't know Jack. At least about me. Again, thank you all for joining me for this, and since I've heard repeats, I think it's time to call this end. 50 minutes in. So really, take care. Thank you again for joining me for this little ride. And I will see you back next time for whatever it is I do. Later all.